Hey guys, it's Joe Carrell. Welcome to another episode of In the Mix. Today we're going to talk about two things vital to country music: acoustic guitar and banjo.
The world don't need another love song, and I don't need another lie from you.
Okay, due to the country music nature of this tune, in addition to acoustic, my buddy Joel here is going to do a banjo pass. Let's talk about microphone positionings. It's a banjo, so any mic is going to sound okay, isn't it? I mean, it can only get so good. Yeah, it's a banjo. Okay, joke. All right, so anyway, I'm going to use the WA-84. Positioning-wise, there's a couple spots that you can use. One would be somewhere in this area down here to get a little more body of the resonance of the instrument. If you need a little bit more of the note to poke through, a little more of the attack, you can get more up in here, and closer to the strings, where he's picking. And so it really depends on what you want. This track is kind of busy, so I'm going to probably start cheating up in here. And what do you think, Joel? Does that look pretty good to you?
Yeah, it'll give you an overall balance.
Yeah. Let's start there. And I'm going to go into the WA-412, and these things are loud, so I'm going to gain her down.
Love song, too many love songs don't come true.
Okay guys, so I'm in the mix room and I have James Dupré pulled up today, and we're going to talk about the acoustic guitar and the banjo. Because what's more, country music than a banjo? Speaking of that, somebody broke into my studio last night, and it was a shame. It was really sad. They left 5 banjos here. I don't know what I'm going to do with them. What? Hey man, I'm trying to give away 5 banjos. Get out of here, man. We're filming. Oh, some people. All right, so here we go. Let's talk about the acoustic guitar. I want to show you what the raw sound we captured that day, minus any effects and processing from me. All right, here we go. All right, I love that. That's a perfect raw sound, starting spot. Okay, first I have the acoustic audio taupe, and that is right here. I have it set to the C6 setting, probably for that little bit of a boost right here that you see. I'll let you see the screen capture for just a minute. Okay, then I follow that with acoustic audio gold 2. This is the compressor, and you'll see I have it set to the 2254. It's an old, it models the Neve 2254, a longtime favorite of mine on acoustic instruments, especially acoustic guitar. And I'll let you see the settings here for a second, the attack and the release and all that good stuff. Okay, now next I have the Brainworks Plug-in Alliance SSL 4000, and I'll let you see what I've got going on here. Quite a high boost on the low side, bringing up around, looks like around probably 9K. And then a little bit of 4K here, and then I'm cutting out some 300 cycles. You can see I've got some high pass going on, and I am using the compressor in fast attack. We've discussed this on some other videos before. I like to use the SSL fast attack setting to knock down just some peaks here and there, just a couple dB. And you'll see it's only set to 2-to-1, so it's not brick wall limiting by any means, but is helping me shape it just a little bit. Okay. And then you see I have them the left and right unlinked, and on the right side you'll see the low mid cut is not as much, and then the high frequency boost is almost nothing, because that's the neck mic. There's inherently more high end up there already. Okay, so let's I'm going to hit play and bring up each one of these plugins and let you see what they're doing. Okay. Okay, I know some of you are probably, wow, that's thin, that's bright, whatever. But you got to remember where it's setting in the mix. Okay, so like in these courses, the electric guitars, the bass guitar, the drums, there's a lot of low mid information in there, and that frequency, on the acoustic guitar is just unnecessary. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to back up to verse 2. The acoustic guitar is doing a lot of driving in the verses on this song. So I'm going to play you verse 2 where it's really very prominent, and let you see with this treatment how it's sitting in the mix. You'll really get the picking sound, and the attack, the rhythmic nature of the acoustic without the body, getting, in the way of other things. Okay, so that's the acoustic guitar. Let's switch real quick over here to the banjo. And, oh, you know the difference between a banjo and a trampoline, by the way? When you jump on a trampoline, you have the decency to take your shoes off. Okay, so here you go. First thing, let me play it raw. Okay, that's for a banjo, that's a great raw sound, right? Okay, so following my love for analog, I have the Acoustic Guitar here on the C4 setting, and then followed up with just one other plug-in, the Brainworks SSL 4000. You can see what I'm doing treatment-wise, just a little bit of a bump to get the notes to speak, just about 3 dB at about 4K, and that's it. Other than the high pass and low pass, see those here? About just under 120, I've got everything cut off, and then everything above around 11K or so is cut off as well. Compression wise, doing about 3-to-1 ratio, and this is the fast attack setting. See how that? You can click that and you get the fast attack SSL setting. So let's watch here and get our see what kind of compression we're getting. Okay, you see it's real steadily lighting up the 3 dB light and occasionally lighting up the 6. So it's it's between 4 and 8 or whatever dB of compression with the fast attack setting. All right, so let's put those. I'm going to talk about what I did with the effects. Oh, do you know the difference between a banjo and a macaw? One is very loud and obnoxious. The other is a bird. Okay, so on the acoustic guitar, I have a little bit of reverb here. Okay, that's way too much, obviously, but there's just a touch of it in there for some tail, and that is the Deverb by Avid. Honestly, Deverb is not that good of a reverb, and that's why I use it sometimes on acoustic instruments. Since it's not very lush, I get a little sense of room sound without, a tail that takes up a lot of room. Okay, so then on the banjo, I'm adding some delay, no reverb at all, but I do have a 16th note delay here. I'll have to turn that on and let you hear it. Okay, and that is courtesy of DSP EC300. Set to the bright and dirty setting. I'm wanting kind of a splashy thing. I've got this same delay going to electric guitars and the B3 organ, things like that. It's kind of a brighter setting, but I kind of that's what I was looking for this song. All right, now let's listen to them in the mix one more time. But before I do, I want to show you that those combine here on my guitar bus, my acoustic, guitar, my banjo, my electrics, and my steel guitar, all combined here for one last stage of analog. And how I'm getting that is the Acoustica Gold 2, and that is also followed up by a compressor, which is probably just hitting 1 or 2 dB tops, and that's the Acoustica El Rey. And that's basically, more than it's giving me dynamic range control, it's giving me just a little bit of glue across all of those elements. So here they are. Okay, that's the sound of the acoustic guitar and the banjo of James Dupré. Hey guys, thanks again for watching. If you would, remember, follow Warm Audio on all their social media pages, as well as, if you would, follow me at In the Mix with Joe Carrell on my own Instagram and Facebook for extra behind-the-scenes content. Now for James Dupré singing Another Love Song.
Nothing on this highway but signs and lines, and too much time to think of you. I keep changing stations every half a mile, but I still don't hear the truth. From my point of view. The world don't need another love song. Too many love songs don't come true. The world don't need another love song, and I don't need another lie from you. Forever sounds simple when it's wrapped up tight in a pretty rhyme and melody. Even when you said you loved me all your life, it was just another fantasy. 'Cause in reality, the world don't need another love song. Too many love songs don't come true. The world don't need another love song, and I don't need another lie from you. Yeah, yeah. I could play them back to back, but it won't change the fact the world don't need another love song. Too many love songs don't come true.